Welcome back to the Of Course show with Margo Martinez, aka me. Again, how's everyone's morning doing? Hopefully it's going well. My morning's going good, like usual. It's always going good. If you've got coffee, just like always, reminder to take a sip of your coffee. If you don't have coffee, do water because water is better for you. So yeah, bye. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, again, how's everyone's morning doing? Mine going good. It's a little bit cloudier than what I wanted it to be. I guess welcome to Nebraska, where the weather is fucking everywhere. Like what last week, it was fucking like the 80s, nice cool 80s. And now it's been fucking in the 30, like in the mornings, it's hitting in anywhere in the mid 20s to low 30s. And highest are like in the mid to upper 40s. It's like, what the fuck is this shit? The fuck happened, Nebraska? That's one reason why I hate living here, is the fucking weather. Yeah, Nebraska isn't for everyone, but fuck this weather, man. Fuck this weather. But I mean, in other great news for the people that are in school here in May, they will be graduating. Both college and high school, they will be graduating. Congratulations to all the graduates of 2023. The graduates of 2024, it's coming faster than expected. So, yeah. Welcome to real life. Trust me, it's going to bite you in the ass. But I mean, it's going to bite you in the ass hard. So, yeah. I finally have been able to transfer after all this whole time. Finally been able to. And is it sad? Yes, because I won't be seeing my peeps, my old co-workers anymore. But, I mean, be starting a different journey. Because that's how life. You always got to be starting different journeys. Doors open while other closes, and then once I start getting to the real estate business, then that way it's even better, because then I'll be able to close my old doors and start a completely new journey, because at the age of 16 till now I have been in retail. So for a good 6 years I have been in retail, and it's good, but just kind of time for me to just kind of call it done. I mean, I don't want to be working in retail my whole entire life. So, that's why I'm just looking into other career options. That's always good. But yeah, that's just life. But one thing that just came across my mind today, though, that I kind of wanted to speak into the podcast was just observation. Like, I don't like. Are you this type of person where you observe too much? You observe a lot. And what I mean by that is, let's say you go to the store or whatever, you're shopping and whatnot. Let's say you're either shopping by yourself or shopping with someone else. And you either in your head, if you're shopping alone, in your head, you're either pointing out something, or like if you're shopping with someone else, you point it out to them like, oh, hey, did you see that? Did you see that girl's hair? Like, that was pretty cool. And they're like, who? Like, oh, the one that was right around the corner. You did not see that? Like, no. And you're like, oh, well, no, she had some cool hair, and that's pretty cool. I liked it. Or like on the ceiling, let's say you see like a balloon up there in the store, or just something. You're just very observant of your surroundings, and you either tell yourself that in your head, or when you're with someone else, you point it out and they just look at you like, what the fuck? Or they're also being observant, but they weren't being observant to that. They were being observant to something else. That's how I am. Or let's say, this is how I am too. But have you ever been like texting someone or seeing others' texts, and like the emojis. Like you can reading texts, you can just kind of hear the emotion behind it. Like you can just like see how it's said. Like, you know what I mean? Where, let's say if you and your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you guys are in an argument and you see how they're texting and you're like, yeah, that's not them. Like they're obviously mad, or just something like that. You can just reading it. Others can be like, oh no this, or oh no that, but you see it, you're like, no, it looks like this. Like it gives me this energy. Have you ever noticed that? Because I was. Where was it? Well, like today, my girlfriend and I, she was on her lunch, and I just, we were just, we went to Chick-fil-A. She ate and whatnot because I already ate, and so then I just drove around, took her to a car dealership, cause you want to just look. Then obviously I don't have the money to be buying shit like that, but I just wanted to look. And I was just looking around, and then just at the corner of my eye, I saw, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, there's a Tesla here. I never knew they had Teslas here. Like this isn't a Tesla dealership. It's just a normal car dealership." And I was like, "Holy shit, they have Teslas here." And she's like, "Where?" I'm like, "Right over there." And I mean, I pointed out to her, and but I don't know, like I'm just observant like that. Or like even when we were just driving around all these cars, I could sometimes see the difference between all the other cars, where let's say they're all 5 Ford Explorers, all the same color, but when I see it, I'm like, huh, I can kind of tell which ones are different. I don't know. I don't know. It just popped in my head, and I just started thinking. I'm like, why am I so observant? I observe a lot, whether it be driving, at work sometimes, and just in life in general. Like, if I'm watching a YouTube video, and obviously I'm watching the content, I'm watching what I'm watching, but I can see, I can just see things that I'm like, oh well, this happened, or oh, I never knew they had, the Nike logo up there, but that's not the premise of the video. Or like sometimes if people are what do you call it? Are trying to sponsor, like they have a sponsor, or they're doing things in the video to make you look at their environment, and you can see it, and just being observant. I don't know. I know. I mean, probably everyone has had their own different times of being observant, but it just crossed my mind on why am I so observant? Like, I don't know why I am. And when I did a quick search on, the good old Google, supposedly it says that the critical thinking that follows, which helps you learn more about the world around you. Because I guess being very observant is like like, I think it's like open-minded or something like that. It's something like that. It says the phrase real time was created with observant individuals in mind. They're most in touch with what occurs in front of them in the present. This doesn't mean observant personality types have no regard for the past and future, but they view both from the perspective of how each influences their present actions. This makes them focused and practical people. They mostly root their thinking in the actionable, tangible, and useful. But make no mistake, these personalities can be creative within that realm. And I guess one challenge people with the observant personality trait may face is a too narrow perspective. They may reject far-reaching solutions in favor of something more obvious. By continuing something that appears practical at arm's length but doesn't fit the bigger picture, they might reduce their hard work to busy work. True. And so I don't know. I don't know why I'm like that. Why I'm just observant. I mean, I don't know. because I know you are. If you do listen to it through Spotify, you are able to put in your own comments on there, and I am able to see it. Um, I mean, they'll have it as like the Q&As, but you can put your own comments in there if you want, and just tell me when has there been times where you've been observant and why? You can just go ahead and tell me in that. Um, yeah, I was just kind of in my mind for today's podcast episode. I'm sorry these have been different, more of the solo episodes. I kind of just speak on what's on my mind. Um, like so I do apologize if most of you guys don't like this type of form. I don't know. This is just a type of form that I just kind of enjoy doing more. I mean, yeah, I will. I don't mind talking to other people and whatnot, but I do prefer kind of having them with me and talking, because that way I'm able to see the emotions better. And when speaking to me, it just seems better to me than on a Zoom call. So, um, yeah. So that's just kind of like what I've was talking about for today's, just episode. I guess just observation and kind of just other things that were on my mind. But just yeah, if for you Spotify listeners, let me know. I think it's like in the Q&As where you're able to see it. Hey, just let me know. Are you observant? And if so, when have there been times when you have seen it, where you kind of have had to ask yourself, why am I so observant? So, but yeah, that wraps it up for today's episode. Thank you guys for listening. Love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. And again, these episodes, instead of Sunday, they will start coming out Monday morning. Just because, I just had to switch some things up. So Monday morning, you should start seeing these out. So peace, y'all.